life, love, relationships.
Wait, we're gonna give away all our secrets?
Welcome to The Man Perspective
With Kane Man.
and The Dawn. Welcome to The Man Perspective. And today's topic is, what topics do you think women talk about when they're dating? To either their girlfriends or talking to you?
That's an interesting question. If they're talking to their partner, my guess is going to be relationship stuff and maybe just the day-to-day stuff that you as two people in a relationship are wrapped up in. There may be some arguments, there may be some feelings shared there.
I disagree. I tell you why. Because the majority of dating now has changed, as you well know, right? So gone are the days of walking up to somebody and saying, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name? What do you do? What do you like to do?" So forth. Now everything is online dating, right?
Yeah.
And on online dating, everything that you need to know is in the profile.
I miss the old days.
Okay? You got to read the profile.
This is
Okay?
true.
The profile will tell you everything you need to know about that person you're talking to.
Yeah.
Which really, it gives it as a no-brainer, because now you don't have to think about asking those questions. You already know. They tell you in the profile, I like this, I eat this, I like to do this.
Yeah. During this commercial break, don't forget to go to your favorite podcast platform, search for The Man Perspective, subscribe, like, and listen to The Man Perspective with K-Man
and The Dawn. The profile tells everything you need to know. So there's no guessing game. The key is bringing that profile to fruition. In other words, making them say, okay, well, I noticed this and there. Like if they say, hey, I like to read books, right? You would turn around and say, okay, well, what book are you reading now? Or what's the last book that you read? But you already know right off the bat, this person likes to read books. Why? Because they set it in the profile. Okay, so that was a dummy question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if you go into the conversation and say to that person, do you like to read books? He'll look at you like, what kind of question is that? You didn't read my profile. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Right? This way, you read the profile, you know what it is. Now, all you have to do is say, hey, I see you like to read books. What type of books you like to read? You can go into it more deeper.
No.
Because they're telling you everything they like. I like this type of food. I like seafood. I like that. You already know that.
It's true.
All these things takes the no-brainer out of the conversation. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you don't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to try to figure out and make it a guessing game. Those days is over of guessing. You don't have to guess anymore. Now it's all over. I'll tell you another thing too. Want to know how to find out more about women? Go to their Facebook page.
That's true. Yeah.
On their Facebook page, what does it do? Tells you what kind of food they like.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Tells you if they like art. They tell you what kind of music they like. Am I right or wrong?
No.
What kind of
You're 100% right.
kind of artist? So why are you working hard when you don't have to?
I missed the old days
Explain
doing
that to me.
things.
So explain that to me then, Don. Why are you working so hard when you don't have to? Get your evening right on The Man Perspective
With K-Man.
and The Dawn.
See, I'm used to the old way of, you walk up to someone, you say, hey, how are you? Or, hey, I'm John, and, what's your name? You kind of get into a conversation and you learn about the person organically. Now, when you look at the profile, it's just like bam, 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 a whole list of stuff. And to me, it's like, well, now the whole allure of talking to this person goes right out the window, because then it's like, all right, I just pretty much learned everything about you and I'm already not interested.
Right.
So I don't know. To me, it's weird.
Right. But it's changed the game,
I don't know.
which is what I'm saying. It's changed the game.
I don't like the way it's changed.
Well, so now the real question is, right?
Yeah.
What do you think you're going to be talking about when you date?
Whatever's in the profile.
Right.
But
right. And you don't have to make nothing up. It's all there.
yeah, that's true.
So any topic that you do want to talk about when dating is where?
In the
It's
profile.
either in Facebook profile,
Mhm.
Instagram profile, the Twitter profile, All the social media profiles will tell them what type of food they like, what
It's
type
true.
of, what they like to do, what kind of games they like, music they listen to. All of that you already know, which you should know, to be honest with you.
It's just weird now, right? Because it went from finding out about a person's likes and dislikes in a conversational, organic way to now you know it all ahead of time, and now you're just asking a bunch of follow-up questions. It's very weird now. It's more like a panel interview than a conversation. It's very weird. It
Right.
turns me right off. I'm just like, why am I here?
You know what I mean? But everything is there if you
yeah,
want it.
It definitely is.
I mean, it's all there. You just have to make use of it
Yeah.
and put it all together. So you don't have to work hard anymore. Those days is gone, like I said.
I like to work though. I like to challenge.
Yeah, but there's no need. See, that's okay. You're doing double work now.
I don't know.
See, and when you start doing double work, they're gonna look at you like, well, "What's wrong with you?" Like,
Pretty
why are
much.
you?
Pretty much. That's the reaction I've gotten thus far, so it makes sense.
So now you know everything you need. And I can tell you one thing: if you was to walk up to a stranger, all you need is her name or ID for Facebook. You can find everything you need to know about them.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Everything you need to know about them.
It is. It's just so weird to me. It really is. Because I'm used to having a brief conversation, getting a phone number, you continue the conversation at a later date and time. My one friend, he meets someone in public, he's like, "Oh, what's your Instagram? Or what's your Facebook?" And I just look at him like sideways, like, who cares about Instagram or Facebook? Get a phone number. And he's like, "Yeah, but that's not how they do it no more." And I'm just like, I miss the old days.
Yeah, because you know what? I've heard conversations of people talk about, I don't even want their telephone number. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
just give me your Instagram.
I know.
Just give me your Instagram ID or your Facebook ID. That's all I need.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's true. It is so weird to me because I've never had a problem walking up to a stranger and starting a conversation. And to me, this new way of doing things is more centered around the people who are afraid to approach strangers. And since I'm not one of those people, it is so weird to me. It's so weird.
Life, love, relationships.
Get yourself some.
It's what you need.
That's right.
The Man Perspective
With K-Man.
and the Don.
I got a question. Early on in the episode, when you said the topic, you also mentioned what they talk to their friends about.
Okay, let's get into that.
Yeah, let's
What
get
do you
there.
think?
It can't be in the
the
profile.
women-
It can't be in the profile.
Right. What do you think the women talk to their girlfriends about? Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. This is the secret now. When women meet guys, right? One of the things they're looking at, definitely they're going to look at your profiles, right? Can I follow you on Instagram?
Mhm,
Can I follow you on Facebook?
mhm.
Now, why do you think they want to do that? Or can I follow you on Twitter?
That's how they get their information.
Thank you. And they know everything about the guy
Mhm.
before he knows what's going on.
That's true.
So every time he do a post, every time he does something, right?
Yeah.
She knows it.
Exactly.
All those pictures that he takes, once they become friends, can I be your friend on Facebook? And to a guy, you're like, yeah, sure, you could be my friend. But little does he know, as soon as he posts something of a picture of him and another girl,
All the
or
secrets come
him
out.
and- she know, oh, who's this?
That's why I don't post nothing.
I thought you was the only one. Exactly. That's why I don't even, deal with Facebook
Yep,
like
me
that.
neither.
You know what I mean? What's his business? I don't have any pictures of me running around with underwear on my head, butt naked or something.
I don't either.
Posted. No
Nope.
need. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So for the women, what they talk about is they talk about the stupidity that you guys
Yep.
do.
You know,
And you do it all on
You
social media. That's what they're
you
talking
know what else
about.
they're talking about too, though, right? They're talking about the dumbass like me who didn't read the profile.
There you go. That's right.
Pretty much.
Like, this guy want to talk to me and he don't even know what I like to do.
Can you believe it?
And that can be kind of embarrassing because she's looking at you like, why are you, you know what I
Can you
mean?
believe it? He asked me what I like to do for fun or if I had any hobbies. Why didn't he just look at the profile? I can see it already. Oh man, I miss the old days. I really do. It was just so much simpler then. It really was. Now I got to read the profile. Why do I got to read the profile? I don't want to read the profile, but I guess I got to read the profile. So
Yeah, you got to read the profile. You got to. I mean, without that, you know what I mean?
yeah, without that, I'm the dumbass they're talking about.
So what do women talk about? They talk about you and your profile
Mhm.
and all the information that's out there in your profile on social media. That's what they talk about.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to have access to when you give them access
That's
to
true.
it. All right? So be well aware of it. When that woman says, hey, then do you mind if I follow you? What she's really saying is, give me your identification of your social media so that anytime you post anything, I'll know about it.
This is true. Everybody out there who's single, who's currently doing some kind of online dating or trying to meet people, don't be like me. Read the profile.
There you go. Exactly. Well, hit us up and let us know on The Man Perspective at themanperspective@gmail.com and let us know who y'all talk about and what topics y'all may talk about. The Man Perspective. Now you heard our perspective. It's time to hear yours. Get at us at themanperspective@gmail.com.
Or use the hashtag #TheManPerspective.